Hi, this is a little weird. I don't do tier lists on my main channel. Anytime I do a tier list, it's usually with my boys, Captain Nixon and Mario Fan 188 for Brain Rot. But I saw this one on r/MetaRunner, and this tier list was posted by let's see, who is it? U/Noelia GS. So yeah, I saw it a few days ago and I haven't gotten to it. I wanted to make a video about it, and I finally sat down to record a video, so I figured I might as well get this out of the way. So, let's see. Damn, has it really been a year since my last MetaRunner rewatch? Damn. Anyways, so the tier list we got here, we have my faves: great, good, okay, and I actively dislike you and I hope you have a bad birthday party. And we have, let's see, do we have Tari, Theo, Masa, Lamar, Sophia, Belle, Lucinia, Marco, Lux, AI Lux, Sheridan, Evelyn. Who was this? I don't remember who this was. I think it's just an NPC from... It looks like Skybreakers. It might be like the shopkeeper. And we have the Elder Tomato, Satsuki-chan, I think her name was, PD, Kizune AI or I-chan, and this is a Chairbot. Is that Chairbot specifically, or just like all the special bot dudes? We got King Crab, and is that Sakura-chan maybe? Okay. So I've got to put Tari in my faves. Great backstory, great. The whole thing around Tari is great. The MetaRunner arm, the story behind it is really cool. Should I go into spoilers? I named off all the characters, but there's not really any spoilers. Yeah, I'll keep this spoiler free. Okay. Theo. He could be a little annoying at times, but he's still pretty good. You know, he's a video game platformer protagonist, so he's gonna be full of energy. So, you know, it's kind of... I don't really like kids all too much, but Theo is, you know, he's bearable. Masa, also a great one. Dark, brooding guy, has a backstory, like everyone does. But it's a pretty good backstory. We don't know. It's kind of dropped upon us, and you're like, huh? But then it's expanded upon in season 2, and you're like, oh, okay. Now, Lamar. He's great too. Great character. Funny. My only issue with him is that you don't really delve too much into his backstory, so you don't know why he's doing what he's doing. I gotta remember to turn off my phone when I'm recording. Sophia, great, tinker, engineer type, works on the MetaRunner arms. Yeah, pretty good. Belle, gotta put her in my fave. Tall, Phoenix girl, angry lady. Yeah, if you saw my MetaRunner video from a year ago, you know I really like Belle. Lucinia, she's good. She's not really, you don't really get much about her just because she's absent from most of the series, but what we do get of her is pretty good. Marco, he's pretty cool. He built his own MetaRunner arms. They're not exactly MetaRunner arms, they're kind of a pack on his back that's disconnected from the whole MetaRunner system. That's pretty cool. He's got a pretty good theme too. Lux, he's great. Good villain. Pretty hateable guy. I mean, you hate him, but he's a good villain. You like him because he's a bad dude, and you kind of see where he's coming from, but for the most part, he's just a greedy businessman. AI Lux, he's okay. There's not really anything about him that's super special other than, you know, being an AI version of Lux. I'm not gonna describe why he is what he is because of... I said I wouldn't go into any spoilers. Maybe at the end of the video I'll go into spoilers. Sheridan, actively dislike you and hope you have a bad birthday party. Evelyn, I actively dislike you and hope you have a bad birthday party. This guy, again, I don't remember who he is. The Elder Tomato, he's okay. He's literally just an item that spouts exposition. There's nothing good to her. Satsuki-chan, she's okay. She's just kind of a plot device, and Lamar's body pillow, she doesn't do much. Petey, he's good. He's a tutorial guy, but he will fight till the very end. That's weird to say about a tutorial character, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Kazuna AI, she's okay. She doesn't really do much in the plot either. She's just kind of there to be there. These bots, they're good. This one specifically, and I don't know if it's just that I've watched the series enough times that I know exactly which frame this is from. It's from episode 1 where Tari's walking around. He's like, hey, you've heard of gaming chairs with what was it, like 180 degrees or something like that? But can your chair do this? And then it flips forward and crushes him. Tari's like, oh no, are you okay? And he's like, I can't feel my legs. And then King Crab, he's okay. There's not much to him. He's just a boss character. And then I think this is Nova-chan. She literally just Lamar's body pillow. So I'll put it like that. If I was to rank these by best, Marco, Sophia, Theo. Yeah, I'd put Theo into. You know, I hate to do it, Lamar, but I gotta put you down in good. And then Kitty right here, Lucinia right here. Yeah. Yeah, I'll move these guys down. And then Elder Tomato, you go down here. Boss character, you go down here. Again, I don't even remember who you are, so I'll put you right down here. And then, you know, I'll put Lux in the top of good, because there's one thing he does that is really important. That makes him good. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. I'm gonna talk spoilers. So if you have not watched Medarunner, go watch it right now. Like, right now, immediately. Like, as of this moment that I'm telling you to go watch it. And then come back to this part, because I'm gonna explain spoilers as to why I chose it. So Tari, again, spoiler warning. I find it really interesting that Tari is an AI put inside of a human. Well, kind of human. I think Lux said she was an artificial body, so she's not like stealing someone else's body. But they never delved deep into it. See, there's so much more that that Glitch could do with Medarunner, but they just decided to drop it after season 3. Like, I guess the story, that main story they wanted to tell was done, but there's so much still to explore in the world. But yeah, the whole backstory with her being created by Sheridan, being having Lucinia be the test subject, and then Lucinia's consciousness, or part of it, being lost within Tari. That's cool. Masa, with him being a former Task Corp Medarunner and then leaving after the disappearance of Lucinia. Great. He's one of those like tough love type of characters. He's hard on Tari, but he knows she can do it, which is why he tries to push her to be better. Belle, like I said in my earlier, Phoenix Lady. But she and Masa were really good friends with Lucinia. Belle and Lucinia were actually dating. It's not really a surprise if you're kind of paying attention, but yeah, that her staying with Task Corp where Masa left was an interesting dynamic. And then moving down, Sophia is Lucinia's sister. She's just not as great because we don't see as much as her as we do for these guys. But she still is a really good character. Marco, like I said, his Medarunner pack isn't connected to like internet or something, so he's able to be completely disconnected when Sheridan does his shit in season 3. Lux, he knows, I don't think he knew from the beginning that Tari was an AI, but her ability to warp into the games was fascinating enough for him to try to basically kidnap her. But once he found out she was an AI, or once he figured out that she was Sheridan's AI, he was working to try to revive Lucinia. So he's not a terrible person, but he's definitely not a good person either. And then, like I already described, Theo, he's a video game character come to life. Not really much there. AI Lux. Again, he's not much of a character, he's just Sheridan's puppet. But that speech he gives to Tari at the end, repurposing TazCorp's motto, Tari has a gift, and at TazCorp they're all about nurturing the gifted. That was great. I love that little bit. Then PD, after the tutorial, he fights to the end to give Tari time to escape into the game. He's a real one. Lucinia, I already talked about a lot about her. Her whole thing with not feeling good enough, so she went and volunteered with Sheridan's Project Blue to improve her Metarunner arm. Kind of, led to the whole series happening. Lamar, again, we don't know why he joined MD5. That's never touched upon, and that's a really big issue when every other character has so much depth to them and Lamar is just kind of surface level. The bot, I already talked about him. All these guys are pretty much talked about. There's no spoilers left for them. Sheridan, piece of shit. Yeah, so he hacked, if you remember, he hacked Masa's arm to kill Lux, and then AI Lux, he just uses him as basically it's just a torture device, and he also tried to screw with Masa doing that. That's pretty fucked up. And then he tries to straight up just kill Tari in order to revive Lucinia. That's not good. And then Evelyn. Need I say more? But yeah, that's pretty much my tier list for all of the Metarunner characters. If anybody, I'm gonna put it on Reddit in that chat, but if anyone disagrees with me in the video, comment any disagreements. I'd love to hear you out, because for a lot of these okay characters, they just didn't really have well, I mean, except for really these two, they just kind of are plot devices. They don't do much other than giving kind of pathing Tari to where she needs to go. They're not really Well, Kizune AI is I think is like a crossover character from like another YouTube channel, her own YouTube channel, I think is what it was. But this one isn't a character, pretty much. She just kind of exists for Tari to find the rest of her friends. Yeah, that's it. Leave a like if you like Metarunner, or subscribe if you want just content. I don't know. I'm gonna be doing just stuff, so yeah. Bye.
I just wanna take my time. I just want a chance to hold and tend these memories that will last me all my life. I just need to hold this light. Never gonna lose these dreams are made of memories. Forget your steady eyes.